Welcome to my channel, the channel where I flip other people's stuff. Let's go inside. So basically what I'll do is I'll look around and see if anything jumps out at me like these items have. And then I will give them a look on eBay and see what they sell for. This is a battery for a wheelchair, and I don't like to deal with batteries and having to ship them. So let's see what else we can find. Here's some basketball cards. They wanted $50 for this entire binder. Might be some good ones in there, but I just wasn't sure. Alright, let's go look for some more stuff. Here we are at another Goodwill in my town, and I found these games, and for $3 each, and for what they sold for, it just wasn't worth it. So I'm going to look around in this bin here and see if I can find anything I can flip. I ended up finding this weird looking car, some sort of Barbie Tesla car. I couldn't quite find any information on it, so I ended up leaving that behind. And then a Nerf gun, $6. It does sell somewhat well, but shipping that would be a royal hassle. Alright, we need more stuff. Let's go to another thrift store. This is a nice big thrift store, and I haven't been to this one in quite a while. They have a nice selection of books, as you can see here. And I saw this, and my eye was immediately drawn to it. Couldn't quite figure out what it was, so I ended up leaving this behind. And I'm going to go check out the games and toys and see what we can find. So a lot of good stuff here, it looks like. Ooh, the Mummy. Oh, I must have missed that one. But I certainly didn't miss this next one right here. Connect 4. This is a vintage one. Should sell pretty well. And then this didn't really sell all that well, and they wanted $10 for it. So we left that behind. Alright, I'm going to take a look around, and I did notice these toner cartridges. And I did look them up, and they just did not sell very well. And I don't like to buy these because you just don't know if they're any good anymore. So let's go look around and see what else we can find. I noticed these carousels for slides, and I always look inside. Oh yeah, a DVD VCR combo. Very hard to find these days. Yeah, like I said, I like to look in here and see if there's any slides, because they probably sell very well. Thought this was a projector, it just wasn't. And if I knew exactly what was in this box, it might be a good buy. It just looks like a big box of junk to me, so I left that behind. Alright, let's move on. Books. You may think books are no good, but you know what? If you find the right books, like I did here, you can make yourself a pile of cash. Yeah, I sold all of these within 3 weeks. It was really awesome. Cassette tapes, when you can find them, can be really good, but unfortunately there was no good ones there. So I'm looking around and see if there's anything that I can flip, like this Spyro Tot that I found. But unfortunately it just wasn't complete and it had to go back. It did sell really well. Oh, and then this here is a Hot Wheels set, Gravity Drop. Yeah, that looks pretty good, so we're getting that, and that was 50% off. And here's some new stuff coming out. It's always good to see new stuff coming out. Found some Beyblades, and they sell really well, and if you can find a rare one, you'll do really well on them. Before buying any electronics, and especially VCRs, make sure a tape will go in and see if you can find one in the store to test it. And make sure it'll eject as well. Yeah, it's always good to test that out. And make sure it doesn't eat the tape either. Alright, so we're going to head up to the register and we're going to pay for our stuff. We're getting that VCR and that Gravity Drop. And ooh, we're getting to spin the wheel. Come on, 50% off. Come on, come on, come on. $2. I'll take it. Alright, let's go find some more stuff. Alright, we are at a church thrift store. Yeah, it's a very large church with a thrift store, obviously. Alright, let's go inside and see what we can find. Yeah, I'm heading to the toys and games, but before I get there, I'm going to look and see if there's anything on this shelf that I can flip. Doesn't look like there's too much there today. Yeah, just a lot of junk to me. Alright, let's get to the toys. Here they come. Whoa, some kids were here. It's a big mess. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Just nothing of interest, just the basic old stuff. Alright, where are those games? Everything has changed in here. I haven't been here in quite a while. So let's head over to the DVDs. I know where they are. Yeah. You'd be surprised. You can find a DVD or two that can sell for good money. I like to collect VCR tapes that are sealed, and this one looks really good. Oh, that was disappointing to see. This Bible here, they wanted $10 for it, but you know what? The last one that sold was $92. So we're going to take a chance on that. But we're not taking a chance on this Bible. This Bible's going back. And this book sold pretty well, but they wanted $15 for it. Come on. I was finding good stuff, but at high prices, like this here. These are cassette tapes, and believe it or not, they sell for about $30. It looked really good, but 15 bucks, I can't make any money on that. But these here are only a quarter, but unfortunately I couldn't find any good ones in the pile there. So let's look at some books. And what I'll do is I'll look at books and something will jump out at me, like this book here. But unfortunately it did not sell very well, so we left that behind. So that's basically how I'll do it. I'll look at stuff, and if it looks interesting, and then I'll look it up on eBay and see if it sells. But I won't, buy it if it has a low sell rate, only if it has a really good sell rate. And these here probably sold really well, but they want $60 each for these. I didn't even bother looking those up. And electronics, again, I didn't look these up because they wanted like $30 to $50 for these. But Yamaha, I will look up because they do sell really well. But unfortunately, this one did not. And at $40, that was getting left behind. I mean, $10 for a stapler? Come on. And Apple products, I shy away from because you just don't know, from the previous owner if they're any good or not. And what are these? But I don't know, but they wanted $7 each for them. Good Lord. I finally found the games, and the first thing I see is Aggravation. But unfortunately, it was like a retro version, so I didn't even bother looking that up. Yeah, games are always good to look for. So there's Scrabble, but that's a newer one, so that was no interest to me. Yeah, MacGyver. Unfortunately, it did not sell for very well from the price they wanted. It just wouldn't have been worth it. These look like some sort of flashcards, but I ended up putting these back later because there's the A to Z, and I only had a couple of them, so I didn't have a whole set. It's always good to check out the stuff in bags and see what you can find. I did find one good game, and it's called RSVP Scrabble, but unfortunately it was missing 2 cubes, so that I had to go back. Alright, we're going to check out a cabinet that has some high-ticket items. This here didn't sell for very much, and they wanted $60 for it. But this, however, looked really interesting. So I took that out of the case, and I wanted to look a little further and see what it was. It looks really good, but again, they want $60 for it, but that $229 was piquing my interest, but I ended up putting that back. They wanted $30 for this book, but it only sold for like $40, not even. Alright, let's go looking for some more stuff. Alright, we're at the restore. Ooh, that guy's got some Captain in him. Alright, let's go inside and see what we can find. A new cart's out, but there's nothing on there. And then like a deer in headlights, I picked these up and I almost bought them, but then I was like, what are you doing? Put those back. I mean, they might have sold, but it would have taken forever to sell. So, and I found some 8-tracks, and I was going to get it just for the cases, but I just didn't bother. Alright, let's go find some more stuff. Alright, we're heading to the Goodwill that I started today. Yeah, we'll see what we can find. I looked this up, it didn't sell very well. And then I thought about getting these stamps, but I was like, who's going to buy stamps? So I decided to end my day. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Check out my sales for today.